he noted down the exact things that I read as indicators of a grave reaction to risperidone.
What was it?
Here, you have the file right here.
Tell me.
There's the constant unrest, feelings of
Akathisia.
Yeah, I mean, basically, he was in the first week. He was taking down what I was.
Akathisia before you took risperidone.
But David,
He did.
you wouldn't call. Who said that?
Yeah, who said that?
I did.
Well, he may have had restlessness, but that word is, the use of that word is limited to the restlessness that results from drugs of that class.
That it doesn't just stop when you stop the medication.
I just want you to understand that
lag.
Akathisia is not something, the moment you experience it to any degree, that all drugs of that family are stopped. It's not like that. The question is how much akathisia, and in response to, how much of a dose. Akathisia, for example, of mild to moderate degree can often occur transiently early on when taking one of these drugs, and it goes away. And depending on the situation, it might be the right thing to do might be to hang in there with the antipsychotic, and sure enough, the akathisia lessens and it goes away, and all the positive effects of the medication, kick in.
Well, first,
but in more extreme cases, it may well be appropriate to stop the antipsychotic. But I just don't want you to think that akathisia of any degree at any time dictates that all medicines like that be discontinued, and that failure to do so constitutes malpractice.
No, failure to inform me of
the connection,
the nature, even the category of the medication that I'm taking, or the possible side effects, probable side effects, or even definite side effects, what to expect, what it's to do. I mean, just being told it's a mood stabilizer if you have a major breakout in a rash, you feel chest pains, or you have sudden uncontrollable diarrhea, then report it. Otherwise, everything's fine.
In the hospital, did they give you a consent sheet to taking that medicine and with a list of side effects?
No, what they gave me was the contract.
But never a
Well, getting back, that's what he's focused on, and he brings it up with us frequently, and Joel says, I don't know anything about this. You have to talk to Dr. Saslow, because I know nothing about it, I can't help you with it, and I don't know anything that, I can't.
So we just spent time listening to her complain about what Dad's been complaining about, and I don't know why, but so anyways. Continuing.
So,
David, the point about all of this is, whereas it's absolutely true that risperidone and drugs in that family can have sometimes very serious side effects, well, that's beyond dispute. It's also true that very few, if any, side effects from those medicines endure beyond the time that you're taking it, allowing for what may be a certain withdrawal period, but which certainly does not last years. I want to just say there could be an exception to that. For example, if it's believed, and this is rare, but if it's believed that a risperidone type drug makes someone diabetic, and then that diabetes stays with you even after you go off of risperidone, then one could argue, if you really believe that risperidol caused that diabetes, that that's a permanent adverse effect. But that's the only example I could think of.
Right.
Akathisia, sedation, muscle tightness, tremor, the whole list of side effects that one could readily find on the internet for risperidol are side effects while a person is taking it. And then there's a group of side effects that can be seen transitionally after you go off of it, that would be called, withdrawal dyskinesias and blah blah blah. But these are not permanent things. Now, I guess the one other example would be tardive dyskinesia.
Dyskinesia, exactly.
Yeah, okay, so that and the diabetes become big deals because people rightfully make a big distinction between an adverse effect while you're taking something, which if it's bad enough you say, oh, it looks like I can't take this anymore, versus something that's of a permanent problem. So apart from TD, which you don't have,
I know.
do you believe you do?